The new Mortal Kombat game Mortal Kombat Onslaught raises some interesting questions. Several things are interesting as to how it could have happened. However, keep in mind, the creators said that this game should be handled completely separately from the main line. Let's see then. In Mortal Kombat Onslaught, Shinnok wants to regain his full power. This does not succeed for him in a straight path. The two sorcerers will be Elder God. This alone raises an interesting question. How can there be two Elder Gods from the power of one Elder God, because elsewhere in Mortal Kombat it is already laid down that the number of gods is limited. Beyond a certain number, someone can only be a god if another one ceases to exist. But I will come back to this later. Let's see the first scene.
We are doomed.
This scene raises several questions. Why can one or two Elder Gods, the sorcerers, defeat several Elder Gods? The answer is, because the Elder Gods are useless. Okay, this is just a joke because I've seen a lot of comments like this. The real answer is that all worlds, including heaven, are made of the body of the one being. And certain parts of the one being's body have a special quality that even the Elder Gods cannot deal with. This special power can even be in person, like Johnny Cage. Heaven in the world of Mortal Kombat is a place where it feels good to be, but the gods are weak there. In the original timeline, Shinnok, without his full power, uses his amulet to kill many minor gods and an Elder God in heaven. This was only possible because he attacked them in heaven. So if you take a closer look at the scene, the two sorcerers do not go to heaven, but open a portal and attack from another realm, where they are stronger and more invulnerable, while the victims in heaven are in a vulnerable position. Another very interesting thing that occurred to me, the Elder Gods may not actually die. I'll tell you what I refer to. They don't do anything in the attack scene. Why? Maybe they don't think it's possible for them to be in trouble. Maybe they are waiting for Kronika to intervene, who may not even be in this version of Mortal Kombat, or it's just a show, they don't actually die. There is an interesting part in the newer episodes. They are in the Nexus, a place where all the realms connect. And who do you see beyond one of the portals? Cetrione. But is she dead? Or not? And one more thing. At the end of the story, when Raiden wins, he says that the Elder Gods have been reborn. But how? What force did this to them? In the original timeline, when Shinnok kills an Elder God, he is never reborn, not even the time reset helped. But now they somehow reborn here. No, more likely they never died. Another interesting question, why are there only 3 Elder Gods? There should be more. But there is no real answer to this. Let's move on to another interesting question. How could Raiden win against an all-powerful Shinnok? It required 2 things. One is a completely new concept. The new concept is that Raiden says that he actually voluntarily went into Shinnok's amulet, and that's why he wasn't imprisoned, he was able to get out later. Shinnok is surprised by this and wants to know how this is possible. To which he gets a response that it's because Shinnok is incompetent. Which, let's face it, is not a very convincing answer. This is a kind of Kronika moment for me. The other very important thing is that Raiden said that even though Shinnok already claimed his own Elder God power from his amulet, he still found some other power there, which makes him very much able to compete with Shinnok. What is this mysterious power that allows him to defy an elder god, especially with Shinnok having his amulet? You can know this from the old canon. Even before the beginning of time, after the elder gods defeated the one being with the help of their amulet, they dismembered him. The realms were made of his body, but his soul was also dismembered. According to their agreement, the dismembered soul parts are absorbed into the elder god's amulets. But Shinnok broke this. He left his part of the one being's soul free. This will cause problems later anyway. When the one being is dismembered, some of its completely unique power is released, and this power only exists temporarily if someone does not do something with it. And Shinnok decided to collect some of this unique, extraordinary divine power into his amulet. Raiden found this power. Raiden turbocharged himself with the power of the one being, and thus super easily defeated the full-power elder god Shinnok, who also possessed his amulet. And that's why could both the two sorcerers be elder gods? Because actually one of them used the power of the one being, the other used Shinnok's. But don't forget, the many strange things may be because Kronika was actually controlling in the background.